In the multi-billion-dollar world of sustainability and mega infrastructure, we have built a massive, expensive fortress of paperwork. Lenders hide behind bureaucracy, developers hide behind budgets, and advocates hide behind ideals. And for years, working out on the front lines of project execution, I was completely cynical about it all. I assumed that part of the system was broken, some of the metrics were made up, and the corporate boxes were just being ticked. But then I did something radical. I actually sat down and talked to the experts. Welcome to Season 2 of the No Nonsense Sustainability Podcast. I'm Ildiko Almasi Simsic. In our first season, we set out to map the entire grid of global development from every 360-degree angle that matters. We had the lenders, the civil society, the independent experts, the developers and operators of assets. But those candid conversations completely disrupted my worldview. They forced me to look past high-minded titles and see the human beings operating behind the expertise. Because when you strip away the politics, the institutional armor, you discover the truth that everyone in the industry is fighting their own invisible set of constraints. The engineer fighting the laws of physics, the project manager fighting the capital margins and deadlines, and the regulator is fighting systemic inertia. At the end of the day, we're all just flawed and often very stressed out humans who made this conscious decision to work in this field to make a positive, measurable contribution to the planet and the people living in it. We might have different metrics, speak different languages, and have completely mismatched expectations. But after a lifetime on the field and a season in the studio, I reached the one definitive conclusion. Despite all this chaos, we all want to do good. So, where do we go from here? This season, we're stripping the industry down to its absolute foundations. No more macro slogans allowed. We're tackling the baseline concepts we use every day, but with this massive, unfiltered Bobby twist. We're breaking down the structural identity crisis inside social impact assessment. We're also auditing the financial mechanisms of impact accounting, and we're tracking the invisible public health liabilities of megadams through environmental flaws. We're handing the floor directly to the developers and operators tasked with allocating the world's capital. Our lineup this season is unparalleled. We have the literal godfathers of international disciplines, frontline human rights defenders, and global banking executives ready to give you the raw, unsanitized truth. But just because we found our shared humanity, it does not mean we're letting anyone off the hook. Look who's back in the studio. Bob has an upgraded and highly disciplined role this season, the 60-second Buzzword Battle. Every single guest will start our episode with 1 minute on the clock to explain their life's work in plain conversational English. If they try to hide behind the institutional boilerplate, or in this season, the academic textbook definitions, Bob strikes. No exceptions. It's time to move past the jargon, step into the shoes of the people executing on the ground, and build something that actually works. Keeping it real and buzzword-free as always, this is Season 2.